Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been a while since I reviewed any sort of portable PA system and haven't really been interested to review any new ones. But then I got reached out to again by WinBridge, which is the same company that I reviewed all those other PA systems. But this time they had something a little unique. So this is the WinBridge S92 Pro, and it has one thing that separates it from the other ones that I've reviewed. So in the box, obviously, you get the main base here, the speaker of the S92 Pro. You get a whole bunch of different cables. You get USB cable, you get a 3.5mm cable, again like I mentioned, because you can go auxiliary in wired as well, apart from Bluetooth. Now you actually get two different charging plugs, which then brings me to the point that separates this from the other PA systems I've reviewed. And that is that, you know, with the other ones you get this sort of similar, like a headset here, right? So yeah, you can see it there. You just put it on your head. Not the most sleek, it's quite bulky. But in this particular case, you actually get a second microphone. And no, it's not a second headset. You actually get a handheld microphone. Now this is a first for me. So yeah, both of these two microphones, the handheld mic plus the wireless headset microphone, both come in the box. It's included, not an optional extra. Now in terms of build quality, let's go one by one. So first, the wireless headset. And it's the same as the other ones. In fact, I think they might be identical. It is mostly plastic. This gooseneck seems to be a bendable metal, so that's nice, and you can place it perfectly at your lips. It's not the most comfortable. It's light, it's not heavy, so I can imagine, you know, if you need to use this for a long period of time, it's not too bad. And then we go to the handheld. So the handheld has a good weight to it. It is still very much plasticky. The pop filter, or that mesh at the top of the microphone, that seems to be metal, so that's really good. One nice thing about it is, like I mentioned before on the unboxing, you get two different chargers. So yes, because this you don't need like disposable batteries, which is really good. You've got a USB port so that you can charge this. I find it weird that for both of these headsets, they still use micro USB. I would imagine that to be dead by now, but apparently not. Now for the actual base system, it's got a really good weight to it. In fact, I would say it's borderline a little bit too heavy. Now the other speakers or the other portable PA systems that I reviewed always had that clip at the back, so you could clip it to your pants or your belt or something. This one doesn't have it, and I think that's actually a good thing because I think it's way too heavy to clip to your pants. But in the box, you do get a strap and you clip it on here and you hang it. That would be my preferred way. If you could put it on the table, even better, because even strapped on, it is quite heavy. But it does feel good. I mean, it's all made of plastic, but not a bad one. I mean, all the ports here, like you've got the ports here, they're all covered by this rubber material, so I would assume that it's waterproof, so that's really good. You got all the buttons here. We'll talk about the functionality in a bit. Now, another thing that I found really interesting was that at the back of the base, you can actually remove the battery, but it is not a disposable battery. It is something pretty unique, I would say. I would assume that you could probably get a replacement. So in a way, I guess that's good for longevity. So if the battery dies over time, you don't need to throw this away. Like all the other ones, they're all sort of sealed in. This is the only one where you can actually remove the battery. So actually, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so in terms of functionality, like I said, it is a multi-purpose device, which is great because you don't want to spend this kind of money just to do one thing. It is essentially a speaker, so you can connect other devices to play music and all that. It is obviously first and foremost a PA system, so you do get the two microphones. It supports Bluetooth. I do think it's kind of weird that it supports Bluetooth 4.1. I thought we were way past that. I think it's now 5.3 right now. So I actually wonder whether this is a new device at all, but either way, in terms of Bluetooth connectivity, it works fine. Now, it does support UHF, which is really good, and I assume that's for the headset. In terms of pairing it, it is really, really simple. Now, another nice thing about it is that you don't have to choose either or. You don't have to choose either the headset or the microphone. If you're in a situation where you need two people to have microphones, they both work simultaneously with the speaker, so that's a really, really great feature. Okay, so this is an audio test for the WinBridge S92 Pro. I am using the headset mic. I'm using the headset mic, testing 1, 2, 3. And this is a test of the WinBridge S92 Pro using the handheld microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. So yeah, in terms of using the microphones, they both work kind of expected. It is not an audiophile device by any stretch of the imagination. But in terms of the functionality of having a portable PA system, I think it works beautifully. Even the fact that it is kind of mid-rangey sort of works for a PA system. For music now, well, it's not great. I mean, if you take it out camping and sort of an emergency situation, it does the job, but don't expect really good audio quality. All right, so let's talk about the price. So you can get this either on WinBridge's own website or you can get it on Amazon. If you're like me and you're in Canada, I would recommend going to Amazon. So at Amazon right now, it's about 179 Canadian dollars, but there is a coupon to knock $20 off at the time of filming. If you get it on the WinBridge website, it's about 140 US dollars, which to my calculation is almost 190 Canadian. So Amazon might be the way to go, and if you're a Prime member, you can actually get it the next day. So all in all, yes, it is kind of a pricey device compared to the other WinBridge PA systems I reviewed, but if you look at the functionality, the amount of things that it can do, especially as a PA system getting two microphones that work simultaneously, if that is something that you're looking for, I don't see anything else on the market that has this sort of functionality at that price. All right, so that about wraps up my review of the WinBridge S92 Pro. Now, if you like this video, you know what to do, and I would love it if you were subscribed to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on our next video. I'm JP, and I'll see you real soon.